what is Tesla Autopilot? Tesla Autopilot was released back in October 14th of just last year, so 2015. This car is a self-driving car. Originally, they were only limited to driving on highways and on areas where you were going at a constant speed or going straight. But now, since technology has evolved with time, you are able to drive almost anywhere, and you can get into small areas that are narrow, and it's super cool because you're able to multitask and do all these other things while you're driving. And that's one of the reasons why Tesla Autopilot has become such a well-known type of emerging technology. Another thing about the Tesla Autopilot is that the battery. A lot of people worry a lot about the car dying on them or not having enough battery to drive such a long distance. This car is actually, most of them are solar-powered cars, so there's no way for you to run out unless you intentionally do it. Another thing that's super cool about this Tesla new emerging technology autopilot car is that it manages the speed, the steering wheel, and it switches lanes on its own. Now, it's kind of crazy to think about it because people can say, oh, it's not safe, it's not, it could be hazardous, it could be dangerous. Yes, that is true, but with the technology that we have today, they're able to update the software that the car comes along, and that takes me to my next point. Software. It's so important to know about the software that this Tesla Autopilot 8.0 car uses. So simply what updates are, what software that it has in it is like what a computer or what a phone would have, and what it does, it controls the mind of the car. So these updates often happen quite frequently as technology keeps growing and evolving. The one that recently just got updated is mainly about the new safety features on it, like new emergency braking, blind spot warnings, side collision warnings, and other things like that. Other things that have been updated are like the media, more intuitive media player with display improvements like for maps and autopilot itself. And it has a new significant over-the-air overhaul of the Tesla touchscreen, which is super cool. It just means that it is more advanced and it's more accurate, we could say. So the software is mainly just that. It helps the car and it makes it work easier, faster, and it keeps changing constantly, and that's the good thing about software. Okay, so I come to the end of my video just to talk about the impact on society. So the Tesla Autopilot car has impacted society in many ways, in many forms. Everybody has a different point of view. In my case, I think that the Tesla Autopilot is such a great idea, and it's really good for people who have to multitask a lot when driving, and sometimes you just have too much going on. Traveling, another great reason to have a Tesla Autopilot car. When you travel long distances, you can just leave the car on cruise. You can simply just relax, enjoy the ride. On the other side, there's a lot of people who may disagree. This Tesla Autopilot is not 100% sure, secure, we can say. There's some errors, there's some little downsides of it every once in a while, and I think that a lot of people simply do not want to rely on a car like that. That's why they say no to Tesla Autopilot. There has been some crashes that have been released to the media, and which have impacted the way that people view it, and it's completely understandable. But overall, I think that the car is great. I think that the software and the things that it's capable of doing are soon enough going to be even greater than they are now. And I think that if this car keeps evolving, it will most definitely be one of the biggest emerging technologies in current years and in the future.